Mom reveals 15-year-old who drowned in duck boat tragedy led first sermon days before. Friends and family are mourning the loss of 17 people who tragically died when a duck boat capsized during a storm on Table Rock Lake in Branson, Missouri. Family members who survived the traumatizing event are struggling to come to terms with the deaths of their loved ones. Among the 17 drowning victims were 4 children, including 15-year-old Lance Smith from Arkansas. Lance boarded the tourist attraction with his father, 53-year-old Steve Smith, and his sister, 14-year-old Loren Smith. Wife and mother Pam Smith opted to stay behind while her family enjoyed the ride. Tragically, Lance perished in the lake, along with his father Steve. Loren was hospitalized with a concussion, but is reportedly back home in Arkansas recuperating, according to KFSM-TV. Pam Smith phoned her husband as she noticed the life-threatening waves pick up on the lake. He said, "It's not good, Pam," the grieving wife and mother told CBS News. "I told him I loved him, and he told me he loved me, and I asked him to take care of the kids." A family friend posted on Facebook. Please pray for the Smith family of Osceola Church of Christ. Last night Steve the father and husband and Lance the son died in the tragic duck accident in Branson, Mo. Steve was a deacon at Osceola and I had just baptized Lance, who was 15, late last year. This past Sunday I finally was able to get Lance to do a devotional and break out his shell. Attached is one of the last photos of him I know exists. He was like a son to me and I will miss him greatly. He was the perfect example of humility and compassion. He cared about everyone. My heart breaks, but I know where they are and I know that I will see them again. Again, we ask for prayers of comfort for everyone. I cannot express how much I am thankful for all who have contacted us and told us they were praying. Thank you for your support. The Smith family was a constant presence at their small-town church in Osceola. Steve Smith was described as a dedicated teacher who was retired. He served as a deacon at his church. No finer individuals in Osceola but these 2 men and this family, said Osceola mayor and close family friend Dickie Kenmore. Lance's mother told CBS News that her heart was bursting with pride when Lance spoke in front of the church congregation on the Sunday before his untimely death. His topic, she said, was on being a good example. He had such a big heart, Pam Smith lamented. Everybody was his friend.